Gary Gensler, chair of the SEC removed. Is this a good or a bad thing? Well, let's discuss it because there's pros and cons. And I'm getting a lot of feedback on my media, which I absolutely love to hear what you guys have to say. So a lot of people are saying that this whole hearing with the House Committee of Financial Services hearing was just smoke and mirrors. That basically nobody's going to do anything and Gary Gensler is a scapegoat and we're going to get somebody worse come into office, which is a valid concern, 100% valid concern. However, what I will say about that is it could happen, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get somebody even more terrible or just as terrible as Gary. But keep in mind it is election season. The public servants are going to be bickering like crazy to get the votes of people because everybody wants to stay in office and they want their side to win, which both sides are bad equally, okay? Again, live free and harm none. But what this hearing did was actually expose the predatory practices of our public servants for the entire world to see, and just shows how weak America has become and what a joke we are. The fact that we have somebody, one man, one person in charge of running an entire industry and actually destroying it is absolutely pathetic. The United States of America was not founded on these principles. We're supposed to have checks and balances, etc. So could somebody come into office that's worse than Gary Gensler? 100%. Is it going to happen? I don't think so. And the reason why is people are starting to wake up. All of you are starting to see how corrupt the government actually is. So let's say they remove Gary and they put somebody in that is introducing predatory practices. Guess what? This guy's going to get, or girl, probably a guy though, is going to get questioned and questioned hard. And I think that this new committee that was created, the House Committee of Financial Services or on Financial Services, it was a brand new entity that was created January 1st of 2023. They're going to be absolutely grilling these people hard because let's face it, we're divided right now as a country. Some people want a CBDC and other people don't. And I really think all the predatory practices that we have been seeing with our government, especially against crypto, is to institute a CBDC because they want complete control. And this also has to do with the STRICT Act. So it is a valid concern, in my opinion, to hope or to think that there's going to be a worse person placed in office than Gary. But at the same time, this committee, this hearing actually exposed a lot of what is happening. So I think what we will see, fingers crossed, I think we will get somebody else in that's a little bit better, but that does also have to answer to this new committee that was created. Fingers crossed. Again, what you can do to make your voices heard and make sure you're represented, write to your public servants. Start with your local community centers, with local city councils, have your voices heard. Let them know exactly what you want and don't ever stop. Thank you guys so much for watching. Gary Gensler, resign. Bye-bye.